I read your motion. Here's my only concern. I'm going to grant you permission to leave the state. But you have to check with federal authorities to make sure there's not going to be a problem while you're on probation going to Jamaica. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah. How do I go about doing that? You know?
I'd start with Border Patrol and see if they can give you some ideas as to who to call, okay?
I know they make us sign a document before entering Jamaica, so I'm wondering if that might.
Well, you just need to find out because I'd feel terrible if I said, yeah, you can go to Jamaica and then you get stuck in Jamaica because they find out you're on probation here. Your state. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get this order ready for you and then they'll make you a copy of the order, okay? All right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm writing that out. I'm gonna ask you to give him a copy of this order, please, Heather, okay?
Okay, Judge.
Thank you very much. And you're all set?
Oh,
You go right down the hall and they'll give you a copy of the order, okay? Just be patient with us, okay?
I'll get that all the way to the front.
Yes, sir. All right. People against Jamie Lee Schneider. This is 25F244636 A, B, and C. I'm just going to ask you, I'm going to sign this stipend order to adjourn. Heather, I'm just going to ask you to send out a notice for my next docket. It's an August 25th ticket or August 19th. So we got to kind of move on this one. Okay. So set that on the next docket.
Okay, Judge.
Abraham, people against Thomas Patrick Abraham.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is file 24WA33005B.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you for that brief opportunity.
Thank you for calling.
My client, he understands what the allegations are, just need a little clarification.
Okay, sir, your name again?
Thomas Abraham.
Can you send in Jessica and Abraham? Thanks. Okay, so what's he going to do now?
Your Honor, as to the violations, he's not going to contest those violations and we are prepared to proceed.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand all your rights. You understand you could get 90 days because this would be 4 technical and you got 1 prior technical and that would be 5 and your probation could be revoked.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand all your rights.
Yes.
You understand you plead guilty. You're giving up all those rights.
Yes.
As to count 1, that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol, testing positive for cocaine on October 5 of 25. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you test positive for cocaine on that date?
Yeah.
Did you also bring in some outside urine?
Yeah.
Is the count 2 that you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on September 9 of 25 for cocaine? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Count 3 that you tested positive for cocaine on September 18 of 25. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Count 5 that you failed to submit the weekly testing as ordered on September 30 of 25. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing on September 30? And did you also test positive for a cocaine metabolite on September 9 and 18?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Pleas are accepted as to counts 1, 2, 3, and 5. Count 4 was dismissed on motion to PO. Your name?
That's a
All right, Mr. Shemke. I don't know what to tell you on this one, counsel. You got your work cut out for you.
Your Honor, obviously, with respect to relapse being part of recovery, it's not just the opportunity that this court could present my client. I think that he definitely needs some outside guidance in the circumstance. He is still trying to perpetuate some advancement in society. And for example, Judge, he's supposed to close on a home tomorrow on October 17 through Gold Star Mortgage. He did provide me verification. I did send that to probation. Judge, I know that he's not making it easy to work with the court, but I would humbly request any sort of opportunity for my client.
What can I do? I thought we were going to get him into drug court.
I know that there's.
And then he's bringing the outside urine in. And then he's testing positive for cocaine. I mean, I don't know what I can do.
I did start the IOP on Monday with
At the guidance center, it's intensive outpatient. It's Monday, Tuesday and Thursdays, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was there Monday and Tuesday. Today, I'm here obviously, but, so I entered that. I'm doing that. I have that. That's been signed. I'm doing the NA.
Hang on a second.
And
What the
I
hell
was
is?
tested.
Hang on one second.
You want to get that there?
Just hang it up. Go ahead.
So I was tested yesterday and the day before, negative. Like I said, I just started the intense outpatient therapy with the guidance center.
See now, Mr. Chimke, I made a note on September 2, he was in treatment.
Yeah, he's also on, he's got, other treatment because he's on probation. We had first started this, journey, he has his circuit court case, but I walked him to Southgate, walked him into Westland, he has some, terms and conditions through Westland. So he's certainly in a position where he's being chaperoned, he just, I think would do better off with a little bit more aggressive chaperoning, which could be, done through this court, Your Honor.
You can't trust somebody that's bringing in somebody else's urine to a test. I can't have somebody in sobriety court that even contemplates that. I'm not gonna put these people through that nonsense. They've got a lot to do. Somebody was calling you, John. Can you have them turn that down, turn that phone? It rang 6 times. You'd think they'd have learned after the second or third ring.
I don't know why the rules come.
Jesus. I don't know what to do with them. I mean, other than send them to jail for a lengthy period of time, you're not getting it. Did he not swear up and down that he hadn't been using?
I believe so at the last time. There's been a lot, he did admit to a lot of use in the past from what I remember.
You want to sit there and lie to me and then bring in urine and now expect a break from me?
I made a mistake, Your Honor.
You didn't, no, those are not mistakes. Those are not mistakes. Those are intentional acts. You lied to me. You told me you weren't using. You went in there. You brought somebody else's urine in there. And now you want a break?
I would just like to close, Your Honor. It's been a lengthy process.
Well, I could just give you 90 days. We can settle it a day.
Judge, you know, in that circumstance, what we were trying to do is if the court were to be inclined to make consideration, as to if judge were, to impose me jail, he does make brought up documentation that he does have a closing tomorrow. If the court were to admonish initially with a little jail and consideration for probation, we just ask for a report date to be as soon as Monday, just so that he can get his house closed on.
How old are you?
61.
You're not working, right?
Retired.
From,
Delta Airlines.
what'd you do for Delta Airlines?
I was a luggage handler for 28.5 years.
How long you been using cocaine?
First time I ever used it, I was like 20 years old.
You haven't been using it for 41 years, have you?
No.
When did you go back to start using cocaine?
Well, I was on opiates, you know, through my doctor and
For what?
for back and neck injuries.
Okay. When was that?
That was,
Excuse me.
quite a while from like, 1998 to, 2005, I think.
So for 7 years you were prescribed opiates? Did you have any surgery?
No, I didn't, they wanted to do surgery, but I didn't have.
And they just kept giving you opiates. Nice. Good. Fine. Thanks. That's why this kind of garbage happens.
They didn't know that they were, habit forming at the time. And they turned out to be with me, you know, so.
What do you think?
I don't know what else you can do for us to bring him. I think Friday court was the best opportunity for him, and it seems that that's.
No.
You know, I believe he's still on testing right now. Would it be possible for him to do his closing tomorrow and then come back in 1 week, see how his tests are going? I mean, that would at least show that he's starting to make some momentum with no promises or assurances. And then if the court still felt inclined, I mean, it's really been his to lose this entire time.
I just can't stand the fact that he was going in there with somebody else's urine. Aside from telling me he was Mother Teresa when he was here last time, that he hadn't been using, and then he's taking urine in, and he's positive test after test after test. I'll do that for you. Heather, are you, October 23rd, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
For October 23rd. I'm sorry, Judge, that's what you need a date for?
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
October 23rd. I believe Mr. Stumke will be here, right? Can we just do it at 8:30?
Yes, please.
October 23rd at 8:30. Okay, Heather?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're so far from out of the woods, I wouldn't be thanking me for anything right now. Good luck. Go down the hall, get your notice, continue to test, sir. If I find out ever again that you're bringing urine in there, we're gonna have a big problem. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Todd Jeffrey Rutherford. 25B149-205A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Johnson, hearing that my client approaches me stating to me.
Oh, I also have 25B149-379A and B, and also 25R253-93. Wow.
And
You got all kinds of fun things going on here, huh?
Yes, very short.
Don't be shocked if I'm not. Why am I taking a no contest plea to animal cruelty?
There's help. It's a lack of recollection, and we'll stipulate terms and conditions.
Hang on a second. Your name? Wait a minute. You're getting awful loose with these no contest pleas. I don't mind if there's a no contest plea, as long as there's a sufficient lack of memory where they can't recall facts sufficient enough to establish a factual basis. This isn't an alternative. I just don't feel like admitting that I did wrong.
No, Judge, and we'll go as far as to state that even on one of the cases, it's thought up levels point is 0.383. Judge, this does have to deal with significant lack of recollection. I'm not one to just fabricate it verbally. I try to.
Wow.
I verbally don't like the police report.
That's almost like second the highest. All right, so let's start with those. We'll take two at a time, or these files. Okay, is it, so you're saying on this public in-tax, that's gonna be dismissed. He's gonna plead the animal violation, animal cruelty, that's out of Brownstown. That is going to be a no contest plea under 771.1. Does he have priors?
Not to my knowledge, Judge.
You ever been in trouble before?
Oh.
This is just all coming to root now here. You're what, 32, 57, 52, 57. You're gonna be 50, what, 7 in December? And then you got a drunk driving over here on this other one. All right, look. And you're telling me you do not remember what occurred on this date of August the 6th. Is that true? So if you plead no contest, I'll take it under 771.1, or at least allow you to withdraw the plea if I decide not to. And I will also, dismiss the other charge here of public intox. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis?
Still stipulating.
All right, can you have that marked Peoples 1? Sir, if you plead no contest to this charge, the possible penalties, and I'm talking about the animal cruelty charge, up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all of those under local ordinance. Again, then I'll take it under section 771.1. I'll set terms and conditions of probation, and if you're compliant, you'll come back and the case will be dismissed. If you don't comply, the conviction will enter, and either way, you're subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you understand a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea? And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form? If you plead no contest, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? All right. So, to the charge of animal cruelty, animal violation, animal cruelty, how do you plead? All right, I'm going to review the report. I've had it marked Peoples 1. Based on my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Mr. Shimke, I don't see where they took the PBT on this report.
That was, no, I was giving you an example that during this period of time, he was highly at levels of that amount. We're stipulating that he was over the legal limit. I only meant to indicate that at the DUI case, he was at a 0.38, and it's not too unreasonable to believe that during this period of time, during these 3 cases, he was drinking to excession.
Okay, good enough. Anybody force you to plead no contest, sir? Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea of, and you're not on probation or parole right now, correct?
No, sir.
I'm gonna accept your plea of no contest to animal cruelty. I'm going to dismiss the disorderly person public intox. We'll come back to that one in a second. Let me go ahead and go over here to your other files, 25B149379A and B. This says, counsel, he's going to plead guilty, no contest. Did he write this wrong?
If it's Rockwoods, it's a no contest, please charge with consideration for 771, was able to maneuver a global resolution.
Rockwood,
Correct.
but I'm going back to the Brownstown.
Ms. Caitlin Foley is into the operating influence, I believe she's pleading, he's pleading. He's not, there's no 771 on that.
No, I know. But he's not, is he pleading? She wrote it up like he's going to plead to super drunk.
No, that would be. a mistake.
Yeah,
She
right,
introduced that.
right,
It's
right.
introduced one.
Call her in, John. So if you, first of all, for purposes of arraignment on these, does he stand mute and waive formal reading on both the super drunk as well as the open intox?
Yes, sir.
Not guilty pleas are entered. They are going to dismiss the open intoxicants in a vehicle. If he pleads no contest to operating while intoxicated, that's the way I can see that she wrote it up, but Ms. Foley Carter, your name? I think you just mistakenly indicated he was going to plead to super drunk. Can you take a look at this and mark, it's going to be a plea to OWI, right? Amy? If you plead to OWI as a no contest plea, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the super drunk charge. Do you understand that, sir? I'm also going to dismiss the open intox charge. Do you understand that? Again, a no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea. You understand that? And again, you're saying lack of memory, Mr. Shemke, because he had a 0.38?
Correct.
All right. Oof. Okay. If you plead no contest, it has the same effect as a guilty plea. The possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all those. 6 points. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that? And counsel, you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis. Ian?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have my recorder, mark that Peoples 1. Do you have any questions before we go on, Mr. Rutherford? To the charge of operating while intoxicated, how do you plead? And having that report marked Peoples 1, I'm going to review that. I'm not so sure he shouldn't get into sobriety court. You're free to go. You changed that for me, right, Ms. Foley Carter? Thank you. Based upon my review of the report, including the toxicology report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Are you on probation or parole? Again, I have to ask you that right now.
No.
Anybody force you to plead no contest? Plea of no contest is accepted to OWI. The super drunk's dismissed. The open intox is dismissed. I'm going to come back and set bonds on all these, and I have an idea. Now I also have 25R253193. Your name again, sir?
Tom.
All right.
Wait, one minute.
Phew. And now there's going to be a plea to disorderly under section 771.1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. You're a mess. You don't remember this either? So this is due to lack of memory as well, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. If you plead no contest to disorderly, I will take this under section 771.1. I'll set terms and conditions. If you're compliant at the end of the specified period, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Again, you understand your rights. Yes?
Yes.
You understand if you plead no contest, you're giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? All right, Mr. Shemke, can I use the police report to establish a factual basis?
No stipulated, Your
I've
Honor.
had that marked Peoples 1. Sir, you understand all your rights, true? To the charge of disorderly conduct, how do you plead? All right, you don't remember the facts and circumstances of this case, correct? All right, I've had that marked Peoples 1. Based on my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for that plea. Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody in the world force you to plead no contest? Plea is accepted to that charge. I'll take that under 771.1. I don't know what to do with you. What about sobriety court for him?
Your Honor, I mean, I encouraged him that he could potentially have an interview to see what that would potentially, if that would, I know he's gainfully employed.
Mr. Rutherford, you need some help, sir. Okay? Doesn't make you a bad person. You just need to get some help. So, the only thing I can tell you is,
Contact the counselor, sir. I got a meeting with them at 6. I've been going to my AAs like 3 times a week.
wow, this is taking some time here. Can I have the bond sheet, please? Oh, they just keep coming. I think you need sobriety court. I think we can help you. This is just, I've seen this kind of thing before. Did you have a drinking problem before? I mean, to this extent?
No, sir.
Well, what triggered this?
Just depression and isolation. I wasn't getting out. That's why I'm getting the AKs and trying to.
Are you married? You work?
Oh, yes, sir.
Where? What do you do there?
Out in Boulder.
Geez, you got a good job. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt you here, but I need you to take some steps. So I'm the super drunk. And on all these cases, let me just, so many different files here. Just give me 1 second, Mr. Shemke, please. I'm gonna need this. Okay, where's this? I'm gonna set the bond conditions on the two Rockwood cases together. That's 25B149205A and 25B149979A. Sorry. 205B rather. 205B. All right, I'm gonna give you, you got $1,000 personal bond on the animal cruelty charge. You're not to own, possess, or harbor any domestic animals other than the dog Sapphire. You're to be on a SoberLink device. You're on a SoberLink device now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want you to go.
Month at least.
Okay. AANA 4 times a week, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state, cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to go ahead and set this over and give you a screening and assessment, okay? You'll be screened, assessed, and sentenced at a later time. I really think he needs to consider sobriety court. I'm going to set this up in about, any chance we could do this? Do you understand what sobriety court's about?
I only briefly had a conversation with them regarding that it's more intense towards substance abuse recovery, but we didn't have a full dining regarding it.
So are you drinking now?
Also,
All right. Is there any chance he would be willing to do if he doesn't do sobriety court to school program at Flat Rock?
What would the day be, Judge?
October 30th. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mr. Rutherford. If you do a court to school, are you good that day?
What time would it be, Judge? I have 7 cases
Heather, do you know when that is? 7 cases where?
in Dearborn Heights. I'm not saying it's impossible.
I understand.
Lisa, I believe it says, I have her calendar here. It's at Flat Rock at 7:45 at the
Can
high
you do
school.
that? If you're willing to do that, sir, I'd appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, it's more embarrassing. You're gonna have a couple hundred kids there, 150 kids there, whatever.
But Judge, for my clarification, if we were to do this, would this be for regular probation?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not gonna force him to get into sobriety court. I'm telling him I would set this date. I would not dissuade him from doing sobriety court. If he decides to do sobriety court, we're going to adjourn the sentencing and he won't be at the Flat Rock court to school program.
in school, I'm not really sure at school or.
Means that you get sentenced either here, like now, or if you were to be sentenced, you would be doing it at a high school. It's a program in which high school.
High school students can learn from it. I'm going to give you a day's credit toward any jail, court work, or community service if you just show up there at Flat Rock. If you choose not to, I'm not going to hold it against you.
This will be on a Friday. It's a Thursday. Oh, Thursday.
2 weeks from today.
I go in front of you there.
Oh, yeah. You're still stuck with me.
So it's your decision, sir.
It's fine if you want, if it's. That's fine.
I can wait for it, Judge.
October 30th, 7:45. Heather, check the actual time. If it starts at 7:45, I'd really like you there by 7:15, okay? By 7:15. So, because I can't have the kids waiting around, so
And that's Flat Rock High School?
correct. And give Mr. Rutherford a map if he needs one, and Mr. Shemke if he needs one, and we'll
I've
go
been
from there. I know.
That's true.
All right, I wish you well. Go over across the hall to probation, be screened and assessed, and then I'll sentence you at Flat Rock High School. Make sure that notice clearly spells that out, will you please, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
Sure.
So it's housekeeping, probably better. Mr. Bolanas is here. His client's at his office, ready to sue.
Oh, geez. What do you want me to do?
He just wants
What do you
to,
want me to
he
do?
just wants to do it from here, even though his
I don't
client's in his
care.
office.
Just, I
It's just an
don't
adjournment.
care.
Okay. Otherwise, you'd have to
That's all right.
drive there.
I'm got my hands full today. No, nothing even, don't even worry about it. Let me just go on to a couple of these other cases. Majewski, Ryan Patrick Majewski, Massajuski, I'm sorry. Is it Massajuski? 25F244592. All right, I'm gonna come to you next, detective. I'm sorry about this. Just give me 1 second. Where do I have, is he gonna be on Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor.
You got your secretary setting him up?
Yes. Your Honor, can you pass this out? Just contact my secretary. She was supposed to be on Zoom. Is he in the waiting room?
I don't see him out there. Is he out there, Heather?
No, he is not, Judge.
I'll make sure that,
That's fine.
I apologize.
That's all right.
I could either do that, or I could run back to the office, whatever you would prefer. Want me to be with them?
I'm easy. Don't worry about
I-
that. If you want to just, it's just an arraignment and adjournment, right?
It's an adjournment.
Then just get him. I'm gonna have to arraign him though, because the case is kind of getting old. Just call your secretary, have him put him up. Tony Natasha Pitts Bowles, 25F244599 A, B, and C.
Judge.
Again, good morning, Your Honor, House Counsel, Attorney Mike Baldwin for Miss Pitts Bowles. Miss, can you just please state your full legal name for the record?
Tony Pittsburgh.
Judge, today's the date and time set for a pretrial on A, OWI. That is going to be amended to operating while disability impaired. B is going to be dismissed in destruction of property. And C, she will plead responsible and then pretty formal for invalid.
All right, just to repeat, she's going to plead to invalid plate, file C, that's a civil infraction. And then she's also going to plead guilty to the added count of operating while impaired with the OWI and the destruction of property to be dismissed, true?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes,
If you do that, if you plead guilty here to operating while impaired, possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all those 4 points. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. And your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized, depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
yes,
And did you, and you understand if you plead to invalid plate, that's just a civil infraction, right? Did you sign the advice of rights and read and understand the rights?
yes,
If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, with giving up all those rights, I'll dismiss the OWI, as I said, and also the MDOP on motion of the prosecutor. Do you understand that? All right. Do you have any questions before I ask you how you plead? And you fully understand your rights? To the charge operating while impaired, how do you plead?
yes,
On September 5 of 25, were you operating a motor vehicle on Gibraltar near Mayfair in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne at 6:03 in the morning?
yes.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
I drank tequila and it was a pint.
Pint of tequila?
Yes, but, it's Richard Williams, but.
Was your ability to operate the motor vehicle impaired because of the alcohol consumption?
Yeah.
Did you take a breath test or a blood, and I mean, a intoxilizer? Was it a breath or blood, counsel?
I blew.
All right, and counsel, were the results 0.125?
Yes,
Can you
Judge.
so stipulate that was accurate for purposes of the plea? Are you on probation or parole right now, ma'am?
No,
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty here?
no,
Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea. I'm going to dismiss the OWI, dismiss the destruction of property, and ask you how you plead the invalid plate, responsible or not responsible.
it's fine.
That plea is also accepted, so I'm referring you for a screening and assessment. Really appreciate it if she would come on September 30 to court to school. That's early, it could be, I know it's early for you, I feel bad.
The 30th?
Yeah,
Yes, Judge, I'll come in early.
ma'am, do you mind doing this at the Flat Rock High School?
Yes, I just need forms for work to show my job. I could take that day off.
Okay, so you're willing to do this?
Yes,
October 30. Again, they're gonna tell you down the hall, but I think it starts at 7:45, but we'd like you there by like 7:20, 7:15, so you can read the report. Please don't be late, okay?
Black Park High School?
Flat Rock High School. Okay, ma'am?
okay,
And you've been going to AA, and I will give you credit for any jail court, not you're gonna go to jail, but he does have a prior though, right?
Yeah, it's,
8 years ago.
10 years, I think.
16, so 9 years ago, yeah, geez, time's flying when you have fun. So ma'am, you understand everything here?
yes,
So you're gonna go across the hall, you're gonna follow the place you're gonna be interviewed. You're gonna go down the hall before you do that. And they will give you, if you want one, a map to Flat Rock High School and the court date. Heather, again, put about 20 minutes earlier on there, will you please?
Your
Hey,
Honor,
Judge.
Wait 1 second. Okay, Heather,
Yes, Judge.
thank you.
and can I ask that Heather email me the map, please?
Yeah, can you do that? Email that to Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, Judge.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Any questions, ma'am?
no.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Which one do you have there? You're muted. I need to, just tell me who you have, but you're muted. Oh. People against Matthew James Levens, 25W702931. You're still muted. And then when you unmute, I'm going to need your name